How's everyone doing tonight? It's mostly modern. Back here on the modern deck tech video. So today we have, somehow this keeps getting into the deck. Okay, there we go. Today I'm bringing you Angel Moon in modern, which is it's a red-white control that plays angels. So for creatures we have Baneslayer Angel, which is a 5 mana 5/5 first strike flying lifelink pro dragons and demons. The last part's not too relevant, but flying first strike and lifelink with 5/5 is very good. Guardian Seraph, if a source that opponent controls deal damage to you, prevent one of that damage. So if they bowl you, you take 2 instead of 3. Of Linvala, just a good against like the little mana dorks and stuff like that. Is Sunblast Angel, which destroys all tapped creatures. Well, not even just that your opponent's control, just destroys all tapped creatures. This deck didn't play these two, so the link that I'm going to throw to you is to a different list that's on MTG Goldfish. It's a different list that than what this one is, because I added these in myself because I think they might help the deck out a little bit. Consistency. You have Bruna the Fading Light. When you cast it, you can return an angel or human creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Obviously, terminates and creature removal spells are very good against these, especially your own. You have like this Sunblast Angel, you have Day of Judgment, Wrath of God. So you're gonna want to be able to return things from your graveyard to the battlefield, and this is probably one of the better ways to do it if you're playing Angel Moon, the janky. No, it's not really janky, but it's a little weird red-white control deck. And along with Bruna, of course, we have 2 Brunas just because recurring things to the from the graveyard is good. And then of course we have the 1 Gisela, which is just a good value creature. If you are lucky enough, you can flip it into Bracella, which is right there. Which in modern, a good number of spells are converted mana cost 3 or less. So if you can get them into the late game, destroy all the creatures, get Bracella by casting Bruna and recurring a Gisela. Good chance they won't be able to play very many spells after that. Then you have 3 Blood Moon, hence Angel Moon. Blood Moon is just a very good card against a lot of modern decks. That's why this deck plays so many planes. Because of the basic lands they play, it won't matter if you put down Blood Moon. You have Leyline of Sanctity, I guess, against targeted, like burn, stuff like that. Celestial Fair, target player's sacks and attacking or blocking creature. Keeps you from taking as much damage as you might if they're attacking, or all of it if they're only attacking with 1 creature. You have Dawn Charm, which you can choose prevent all combat damage to be dealt to you this turn. That would be dealt this turn. Or regenerate target creature, or counter target spell that targets you. So, lots of choice with this card of what you can do with it. This card, this is good for keeping your creatures around if they get targeted by removal, and if you're in the very late game and have a low life total, you can choose to get protected by a color that your opponent might be using against you, so you live. Lightning Bolt, just removal really. Maybe in occasion you can use it to bolt their face. Most thing we use is removal. Same with Path to Exile, and Sudden Shock. This just stops them from being able to pump or target or counter anything with Sudden Shock. You have Riot Control, which gain life for each creature your opponent controls, prevent all damage that will be dealt to you this turn. Battlefield Forge, 4 of. You have 1 Cavern Souls for Angels, 4 Clifftop Retreat, 1 Mountain, 9 Plains, 2 Sacred Foundry, and 4 Snow-Covered Plains for some reason. Not really sure. I guess that would be optional, I would suppose. I mentioned the 2 Day of Judgment and 2 Wrath of God for creature removal. Then in the sideboard, you have Rest in Peace, good against Dredge and decks that want to be able to play stuff in their graveyard, even if it's just Snapcaster Mage. Angel's Grace, Flavor Win, Angel. Also, it keeps you from losing the game if you're going to lose this turn. It's just a good card. More Celestial Flares, another Faith Shield. You have a Fracturing Ghost for enchantment and artifact removal. Plus, you gain life for all the permanents destroyed this way. One more Riot Control, a Day of Judgment. You have Shatterstorm, which is a great mass artifact removal. And you have 2 Vandal Blast, which is also could be just targeted artifact or could be each artifact you don't control. Anyways, it's a pretty sick deck you have here. If you're looking to play a weird fringe control deck that plays some sweet creatures, I would recommend this to you. Remember, I'll have the deck list to the link to the closest thing I got this deck from down below if you want to play the original version that I found. Or you can play this one, which is pretty sweet as well. Anyways, I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye.